been a good news, bad news day for the stuttering Australian economy. First, the bad news. The Australian industry group PricewaterhouseCoopers Performance of Manufacturing Index slumped to its lowest level in more than 2 years last month as the surging Australian dollar hurt exports while domestic demand remained subdued. On a brighter note, expenditure on new plant and equipment in the June quarter was up nearly 5% in real terms, ahead of market expectations. But against that, future spending intentions are their lowest in 9 years. Retail sales in July also beat market expectations with a 0.5% rise. On the other hand, as Tracy Kirkland reports, the retail sector still remains gloomy.
It may be just a glimmer of hope, but after 2 negative months, the retail sector was boosted by a higher than expected jump in sales. They rose by 0.5% in July, beating analysts' expectations of 0.3%. Spending in department stores was up 1.2%, which immediately increased the share price of Myer and David Jones. But sales of clothing and accessories outside the big stores fell steeply, down more than 4%. The Retailers Association says overall the situation is still not good.
Christmas is likely to be quite weak, and on the basis of surveying we've done, something like 40% of people have told us that they're going to be spending less than last Christmas. So not good news from a retail point of view.
The best performers in July were food and liquor.
I think people are enjoying entertaining at home, whether we're actually seeing the MasterChef impact here. But food has done quite well, and alcohol has done extraordinarily well across the country.
But grocery distribution company Metcash, the suppliers of IGA supermarkets, say the figures are hard to believe.
I don't see those numbers in our numbers. You know, nothing's happened to our market share, so our market share is flat. We still see the market as a very weak market.
Still, shareholders were buoyant as they arrived at Metcash's annual general meeting in Sydney, where the company announced its 12th successive profit after tax of $241.4 million.
I'm very encouraged and enthusiastic about the future for Metcash. I think it's a very strong company.
Very competitive with the others and much more friendly to do business with.
And I think if any company is going to counteract the power of Coles and Woolworths, it'll be Metcash.
I remember looking at my porridge this morning and I looked at the milk underneath it and it was so thin I couldn't believe it. So we need Metcash to put some real milk on the table.
After winning its court battle against the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, Metcash outlined its plans to buy supermarket chain Franklin's. It told shareholders as long as the ACCC doesn't appeal, the deal will be completed by the end of this month. All Franklin's stores will be rebranded IGA or Super IGA, and new people will be chosen to run the individual stores.
200 expressions of interest for plus minus 80 stores. From IGA retailers around the country, from other states, from other countries that would like to invest in Australia. And what's happening now is we're choosing the best retailer for each store.
Shares in Metcash finished the day up 1.5%.